All right, Caleb Williams just threw the game away. Fourth down and what was essentially inches here. Inside 30 seconds, down by a touchdown very late in the game. Caleb Williams booted left, and instead of running to the sideline, getting 2 yards for a first down to continue the game, he floats a pass in the end zone that is easily intercepted. Threw it right to the guy. I mean, the guy was open, but I mean, that's a throw you should make. Or first of all, you don't even attempt that throw because considering the situation, right, you have timeouts and there's 20 plus seconds and you can just take the route to the sideline and you can, keep the game alive and your team is still in it, right? Maybe right now, the game isn't over and we're going to overtime and the Bears have a chance to win this football game in that overtime period. But no, Caleb Williams just turns into a complete lunkhead when the game matters the most. Now, he's been like Tim Tebow, right? He's Tim Tebow, right? Where the first 2 quarters, maybe 2.5 quarters, he looks like a fucking scrub who doesn't belong in the league. But then all of a sudden, something clicks in his brain, and he starts playing really well, and he starts balling out, and he looks like a good quarterback for once. And it just is, this Jekyll and Hyde performance needs to end. Because if there was a mere shred of consistency in this guy's game, we would have seen it by now, right? That's why I have, I guess what people say, I have been quote-unquote hating on this guy, or saying what I've been seeing for fucking years with Caleb Williams on the game film, whether it be USC, Chicago, I don't care what it is, what team he plays for. This is what this guy does. It's just, I don't care how many fake comebacks he has, where he goes 1 of 2 for 13 yards in the final fucking drive, and it's just, he has the most beautiful handoffs in the world to ice the game. He gets the nickname Iceman for fucking handing the ball off. He has another game with a 50 completion percentage. I mean, when is this going to end? When is this 50 completion percentage, inaccurate, throwing the ball away way too much, and just this nonsense? When is this buffoonery going to stop? Because I'm sorry to say, if the Bears had a quarterback, this team might not have lost the game. This guy, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get the inconsistency. I don't understand it anymore. It's as simple as he's not a good quarterback, right? That's at least what I think. I think he's holding himself back from being good. It's decision making. It's questionable at best, right? He's not accurate, but for some godforsaken reason, he is way more accurate throwing on the run. But they showed a stat where he had a 40 completion percentage throwing on the run. I feel like that's bullshit. Whenever this guy's throwing on the run, he throws nothing but fucking straight up lasers. He throws dimes to his wide receivers when he's moving out right in the pocket. I don't know if that's counting throwaways or miscellaneous or, spiking into the ground or whatever, but still, I feel like that's a misleading stat. This guy's way more accurate throwing on the fucking move than he is throwing from in the pocket. Now, from in the pocket, he wasn't great this game. He missed a couple of throws. This is one of his least sort of inaccurate games, but he was still not accurate. And he was throwing it away, and it lowered his completion percentage, and he threw the pick at the end of the game. Listen, this guy is an explosive athlete. He is the definition of an escape artist quarterback. This guy has every physical tool to be one of the great quarterbacks we have seen in a long time in this league. He does not have what it takes mentally to be a quarterback that leads his team to a Super Bowl, a Lombardi trophy. There's no way. I'm not seeing any. And listen, the Bears more than likely make the playoffs this year, right? But come on, let's be honest. If they have to go up against a top fucking 5 defense in those playoffs, what do you think's going to happen? They're not going to win that game. They're going to lose. They just played one of the best defenses in the NFL. I know they put up 21 points. They look good in a losing effort, but I mean, you had all this momentum. You were riding high off of defeating one of the best teams in the league in the Eagles, who just completely imploded against the run. And, this is what happens. The quarterback. I'm sorry, you could blame I know the defense didn't play well. They gave up 28 points to this Packers team, right? You could say that however many fucking times that you feel like saying it. But at the end of the day, the game was literally in the quarterback's hands with 30 seconds left. And he threw it away, and he threw an interception, and the game ended. Because he made a bonehead choice at the worst possible time. This guy is, I'm not seeing it. I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing, I see arm strength. I see ability to run. I see very good athletic traits. I see all of that. I see why people are enamored by this guy's potential, right? But I will never understand why people are propping up to be this franchise quarterback. oh, it's only his second year. Have you seen? They went out and got a bunch of offensive line pieces. This motherfucker is holding the ball still forever and not playing on schedule nearly enough as he should be. Every other play is ad lib, and half the plays there's no fucking pressure. What does that tell you? That he's ad-libbing every other play and throwing it away. And by the way, throwing it away counts against the completion percentage. There's no fucking rule against that. So he's going to have a 50 completion percentage in every fucking game he plays in. Could you imagine winning a Super Bowl in the modern era with your quarterback only completing 50% of his passes? When is the last time that happened? In the early to mid-2000s? You will never win a game with this guy playing like this. You just fucking won't, especially against the best defenses in this league. And the Packers, I mean, they stood tall and they won their team the football game, you know, at the end with the interception. But it's not a fucking throw you should be making, considering the circumstances, considering that you have fucking 5 yards of space to the sideline. You need not even 1.5. You need 1 fucking yard flat. All you have to do is run forward or run to the sideline and reach the ball over the line to gain, and they're going to give you the fucking first. And I just don't get it with this guy. I don't understand it. I never will. He is a lunkhead. He doesn't understand basic game scenarios. And that's what's going to hold him back for being a star quarterback in this league. Once again, oh, but he threw 2 touchdowns. He did all the, oh yeah, congrats, right? Congrats. He had 1 touchdown where he actually made a really good looking throw, and then the other one to a wide open player with no pressure on the 1 yard line. Good. You hope your quarterback would be able to throw that fucking pass, right? And the other one, who cares, right? Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter how many touchdowns he fucking threw in this game, because he literally, the game, folks, I'm not overstating this. This is literally what happened in the game if you watch it. He had the game in his hands on 4th and 1, and he threw an interception. He did that. The defense didn't do that. The defense didn't throw a pick to end the football game. And this guy's inconsistency and erratic accuracy and bonehead decision-making at bad times, it will be the downfall of this guy. This guy, first of all, isn't going to see a second contract in this league. Because could you imagine this guy playing like this next year where he has a fucking 54 completion percentage and he just doesn't look good at all? What do you think the Bears are going to do, and what do you think they're going to think? They're going to think to themselves, wow, this is an inaccurate game manager quarterback with all the physical tools in the world to be the next star in this league, but he just can't put it together. You know, he's just, I don't know, the lights are on, but nobody's fucking home, right? And if this keeps plaguing him, he ain't going to be the Bears quarterback. I'm not saying, oh, go to Tyson Bagent. Tyson Bagent is a scrub, right? But, I mean, come on. If he plays like this and they melt down and they collapse and they, like, go fucking 9-8 or whatever and they just shit their pants at the worst time ever, then you've got to bring in a veteran quarterback. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say this, but this guy is too inconsistent. He's too erratic. He doesn't play on time or on schedule nearly enough. If you can't play on schedule in a Ben Johnson fucking offense, then you can't play on schedule in any offense in this league. I mean, once again, if you were watching the game, every other play was ad-lib because he felt a semblance of pressure and started to run around like a fucking headless chicken. It's just absolutely ludicrous to me that this guy is getting a pass because his team, not him, his team is winning games. People wanted to give this fucking guy all the credit in the world for last week where he had a 40 completion percentage with an interception and 1 fucking touchdown. They wanted to give him all the credit because he made 1 great throw at the end of the fucking game to ice it, right? Oh, he's Iceman. Yeah. Well, Iceman played really fucking well this week, didn't he? Another 50 completion percent, another fucking horrible game from this guy. I'm just getting sick of seeing this fucking guy get propped up by everybody for doing the bare minimum of an NFL quarterback. Underneath, screen, underneath. Oh wow, once again, he can hit all those little fucking throws, and he can hit all the throws on the run in the world, but when it's fucking 3rd down and like 80, he just can't fucking hit a throw. When it matters, he can't hit a fucking throw. So, I mean, honestly, why are we doing this? Why are we even, what is the point of propping this guy up when he doesn't do, what does he do well, right? Arm strength, run around. Cool, he's not accurate. By every statistical metric there is, advanced and just base level metric, this guy is fucking dog shit when it comes to throwing the ball. All he can do is be little Houdini and run around. Cool, right? But at some point that gets to be a grading and injury risk fucking style of play. And you don't want that for your quarterback. Ben Johnson, if I was Ben Johnson, I would pull him aside like, listen, bro, can you please, for 1 game, Just don't run. Just stay in the pocket. Let me see how you can sling it from the pocket. Let me see if you could fucking throw from the pocket in this fucking league, because what I'm seeing with this guy is he's so inconsistent from throwing from a pocket where he has to make his own miracle play and his own magic happen, because he's just completely inept and doesn't know how to throw from a pocket. Like, it's mysterious. How is the guy this good throwing dime lasers on the move to his right, but he can't throw from a standstill position with good protection? That's mystifying to me. I will never get that. Never, ever, ever will understand that. He's way too inconsistent, and I would say I'm out, but I've been out since the draft 2 seasons ago. I've been way out on this guy. I said this guy was like a fucking 4th rounder or whatever the fuck. I mean, once again, the talent's there to be a really good quarterback, but clearly there's something going on here, and he's not accurate, and he's a poor decision maker. And he can't handle the rush. Anytime he was, for some reason, the Packers weren't pressuring him as much in the second half. They weren't blitzing him. If they blitzed him, this game would have been fucking 48-12, and they would have fucking destroyed him, right? But they kept him in the game, and they made it look close. And the Packers ended up pulling away at the end to win this football game. So shout out to the Packers. Shout out to Jordan Love. He did have a bad pick, but we shook it off. And the rest of the game, he was fucking amazing. Throwing from the pocket, reading defense. That's how you fucking play quarterback. Can you please, Caleb Williams, can you please turn on some Jordan Love film and please watch what Jordan Love did in this game and watch what you did in this game, and you'll realize, oh wow, maybe my fucking style of play is super fucking unsustainable, and I should maybe try to play from in the pocket and stand and deliver strikes. No. Listen, he looked okay in the pocket, but he didn't look like a really good quarterback. By the way, this was supposed to be a generational player. And this is why I'm lobbing all this criticism towards him, because he was supposed to be some fucking generational quarterback coming out of the draft, out of USC. Can we never use that word again? I'm just sick of it. There's no fucking generational player. There was no generational fucking player in that draft class. There's no fucking generational player in this upcoming one, right? I mean, and I would say, oh, well, they need a quarterback, but who are they going to fucking draft, right? Like, Mendoza's good and all that. I watched some Darian Mensah film. Darian Mensah looks like a 1st rounder to me, but they're not going to fucking pick Darian Mensah. Let's be fucking real, right? They're not going to pick a quarterback, because they're going to give this fucking scrub a 3rd year. He's going to be the same fucking guy he was the first 2 years, and guess what? Off to a different fucking team to go. Enjoy the fucking Browns or whatever the fuck, and guess what? Bust. It's as simple as that. I'm done with this video, man. I can't keep fucking babbling about this, how fucking bad this guy is. He just fucking is incompetent at everything. How does anybody whatever. Well, I'm done. No ranting. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.